Sanye Juda Zoge Shonam Lai Chanjo Bardu Dane Gyatsu Nage Jinso Gebe Sonam Ge Jola Penye Sangye Jubare Shu Sanye Juda Zoge Shonam Lai Chanjo Bardu Nage Jinso Gebe Sonam Ge Dola Bengre Sangye Jubare Shu Sangye Cheda Soge Chonamla Chanju Badu Dani Gyatsu Nage Jinso Gebe Sonamge Dola Bengre Sangye Jubare Shu. I go for refuge and soon enlightened to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. So forth. May I stand for the happiness of all sentient beings. I go for refuge and enlightenment to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. And my humiliation is practice of giving and so forth. I go for refuge until my enlightenment to the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. By my accumulation for practice of giving and so forth, may I become a Buddha to benefit all sentient beings. Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Tesham Tathagato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Niroda Evam Vadi Mahashramanaye Swaha. Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Tesham Tathagato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Niroda Evam Vadi Mahashramanaye Swaha. Om Ye Dhamma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Tesham Tathagato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Niroda Evam Vadi Mahashramanaye Swaha. Okay. Where did you live this morning? Step number 7. Which step is that? A special recollection of the kindness of others. Okay, so here what we said was that for your own benefit, for the greatest benefit that we are seeking, infinite happiness, the means by which to do so is to cultivate unconditional love towards others. Then the question is, how can we, unconditional love towards others, meaning love towards everybody, everyone. And how to cultivate, for that matter, say, what is that everybody? All others can be grouped into 3, the near and dear ones, the neutral beings, and the difficult people. But the near and dear ones, it's fine. We know, we can see the immediate benefit that we are receiving from people. This is what we call as the near and dear ones. Then the problem is with the neutral beings and the difficult people. How can we cultivate love towards them? For that matter, what we learned is that the very mechanism by which the feeling of love and affection is generated, is cultivated, is by seeing the benefit that we get from others. If you feel the benefit, automatically your mind flows close towards the source of benefit. And we see that where the source of benefit is more, the feeling of closeness is more. This is known as the greater intensity of love and affection. So the question is, how can we cultivate love and affection towards the neutral beings and then difficult people? If the mechanism is by seeing the benefit, what kind of benefit do we get from the neutral beings and the difficult people? Usually we never think about the benefit that we get from the neutral beings and the different people. We never think about this. Okay, this is where we're going wrong. Where we don't think about the benefit that we get from the neutral beings and the different people, we will never generate the unconditional love towards others. Where we don't generate the unconditional love, we will never experience the infinite happiness. While deep inside, we all seek the infinite happiness. So if this is the mechanism, if this mechanism one comes to know as how the infinite happiness can possibly arise, then one will be so happy to think about, reflect on these points. And our mind, how the mind works, they say whether you love one person, whether you love infinite people, is all the mechanism, the workings of your own mind, how your mind works. And how the mind works is by dependent origination. Every phenomenon is dependent originated, including your workings of your mind. Mind feeling happy with other people, mind feeling so congested, the reserved. Again, everything is dependent originated. So to make your mind very flexible, reach out to all sentient beings, we have to think about those factors which can make it happen. What are those factors? Greatest of the factors are to think about the benefit of others, benefit that others give to you, and we get the benefits, but we don't think about them. When we don't think about the benefits, even with your mother, there's a problem. As you grow older, particularly when you grow older, age like, say, oftentimes age 20, when you cross age 20, and then we don't think about the mother's love. We become quite self-sufficient. We don't think about the mother's love, and then your mother does, a little mistake your mother does, it's seen as so big and so unbearable, you feel so agitated. Likewise, in fact, this is what I've seen with some of my very good friends who are very decent, otherwise very decent, gentle, and in the community, so good. And then they want to go to the person's house and to see the dynamics between the person and his or her father, relationship, person, his or her mother. When you look at the dynamics, this is quite the sad to see that the parents, just the child, does not hesitate to speak very forcefully, loudly, and parents, they become very submissive. When I see this, it's a little sad. Because I think it's because you're too intimate, too close, that you take for granted the parents' love and affection, and what the love and affection that you received when you were so vulnerable. Now you're not vulnerable. Now you're more self-sufficient, physically very strong. You can do everything. You go anywhere. And whereas the parents, they are little, physical low, now becoming weaker, and so when this happens, we don't think about the love that we got when we were vulnerable. When we were vulnerable, we don't think about the love that we got when we were very young, tender, a child, age 4, 5, 6, 7. When we needed the parents' love most, they were there. Forgot them. We don't think about this, and because of which, when you become a little stronger, when you become physically inept, of course you are more agile, you cross age 16, 17, 18. This is what I see, and it's little, sad. Whereas, it's not that you don't love your parents. It's not that you don't love your parents. Only thing is we don't think about the benefit that will be, the enormous amount of benefit that we received from parents when we were vulnerable, when we were young, and when we needed the maximum love and affection and help from the parents. Okay, so the point is that we think about it is that the dependent origination. Automatically, your mind will, they say, the love and affection that you have towards your parents, as physically we become stronger, the tendency is that the dependency is less. Dependence towards your parents is less. So your love and affection, very intense love and affection, still is there within us. As you grow stronger, the dependency is less and less. Then this love and affection goes down. It is there. And then when you think about it, then again it comes up. Is the mechanism of mind. You think about it. Just think about it and it will come to the surface. The moment it comes to the surface, it's so beautiful. The way you see your mother is very different. The way you see your father is very different. It's so beautiful. It's like the mother sees the child. Young child does anything wrong. Say the glass is broken, the mother will laugh. The flower is broken, mother will laugh. Mother will laugh and easily fix it. So this is simply because of love, everything is beautiful. So we will see everything beautiful of what your mother is doing, what the father is doing, what the husband is doing, what the wife is doing, what the children are doing. So that way we see that your life is so beautiful. There's no stress, uneasiness. Okay. And this is no exception to your neutral beings and the difficult people. You think about it, automatically love meaning your mind flows towards the neutral beings. Your mind will start to flow towards the difficult people automatically. This is the nature of our mind. So as the mind flows towards the neutral beings, it's very funny how the mind works. That when we see some neutral beings and the neutral beings make some mistakes and there was a little bit of fight, quarrel happening, and then you automatically feel so defensive of the person who made the mistake, although you don't know that person. Likewise, the difficult people. Earlier you see anything the person does, there's something wrong there. Now, seeing the benefit that you're getting, you think more about the benefit that you're getting from difficult people, then the person is no more difficult. And the same difficult meaning, generally speaking, if that person is difficult to you, if this person is a difficult person for you, which means this person is a difficult person for many of the people around him or her, generally speaking. Just imagine. Say for you, this person is one. But for this person, there are so many people who dislike him or her. It's because of his or her ignorance, not knowing about the concepts of how the psychology works. And because of which, he finds everything so difficult. So therefore, it is even more difficult on his part. Okay. So for this, the point is, what kind of points to reflect on to see the benefit that we are receiving from the neutral beings and from the difficult people. Okay, this is the point. First, neutral beings. Our true nature, if it comes out, we are not dependent on others, so we don't have to wait for the benefit from others. Now that the self-centered attitude has already made us so difficult, so vulnerable, self-centered attitude, because the Buddha nature inside, that is blocked by this self-centered attitude. The freedom, fearlessness, infinite happiness that the true nature of your mind has, that is all blocked by the self-centered attitude. Blocked means, instead of fearless, you have the fear. Instead of the infinite happiness, you are deprived of happiness. This is who you are now. This is your now temporary nature, adventitious nature now. Now you're so dependent. You're so dependent. Dependent on immediate needs and the long-term needs. Immediate needs like the food, the clothing, the house, the transportation, and the companions. And for example, your studies, your education, and for example, say for the education materials, and then for the job, and then say anything and then in the winters the heating system, in the summer the cooling system, and the clean air. Just think of anything good. Where are we getting these from? This is the question. So these are the things. We have to depend on these. We have to depend on these things. And then the long term, how long are we going to depend on the immediate, for example, the food somebody gives me today, tomorrow who's going to give me? So we should also think about the long-term benefit. Long-term benefit meaning that finally I should become totally independent, which means that I should become enlightened. I should achieve nirvana. I should achieve Buddhahood. So long-term benefit, short-term benefit. Who can potentially give these benefits to you? Okay, let us explore. Okay, let's say, in the winter, for sure we use the heating system here in France. Everybody uses? Huh? Is there anyone who's not using his heating system in France in the winter? Huh, Laura? Okay, not using. You use your heating system. Okay, so which means that we all use the heating system. Just imagine. So do you know, okay, let's say this heating system, what kind of heating system do you use? Electricity? Huh? Or the gas? Huh? Wood? Fuel? Okay. And what else? Fuel? Wood. The monastery wood. And the electricity, and then gas. Wood. Where do you get the wood from?
It gets delivered. It gets delivered.
Delivered, right? Okay. Okay. Let's say the heating system. How many are using gas? The electricity heating system represents electricity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. How many you use gas heating system? Gas, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, wood heating system. Wood. Just on wood. No electricity, no gas. Just on wood. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Wood is less. Let's say the electricity heating system. The electricity heating system, for us immediately there are so many benefits. Wood is very complicated. And in let's say easy would be, okay, this pen is quite expensive, I know. Okay, somebody has extra pen? Extra. Is extra? Okay. Okay, can anybody guess what's the cost of this pen?
It's free.
Huh? €1? No, not €1. No. For €5 you will get 12 of them. Guaranteed. For €5 you will get 12. Yeah. Which means like half a euro. Okay, it's a very serious point. It's okay, this pen. Just imagine, when do you think this pen started to appear on this earth? Similar to this kind. This kind of pen appeared on this earth since when? Since how many years ago? Since 1900s, which means about 100 years. But let's say 100 years. Okay. Before 100 years, there must be very rich people, very powerful people. 2,000 years ago, 4,000 years ago, there must be very, very powerful people who own whole wealth of the empire, the kings. Okay, did they have the privilege to use such pen? No? What were they using then? They must be making some notes. What were you using? They used a guide. What's the technical term? Guide. How to spell it?
No, just a person, a guide.
No. What pen they were using? I was not. Boss, listen carefully. What pen were they using?
Ink and feather.
Ink and feather. Yes. Ink and feather. Ink we also use now, but the feather, what some unique of those days was the feather. Even if you have the whole wealth of the empire, still they did not have the privilege of using such a pen. Which is easier, more convenient? Using this pen or the feather? What's the problem with the feather? What's the problem with the feather? Huh?
Put ink everywhere.
Ink can drip, and what you write is not evenly coming out, right? Okay, just see. Okay, this pen is just €0.5. But imagine if this pen existed 2,000 years ago. The kings and queens will put this in the treasure house. This is so precious for them. So precious, they will not even use this. This is one of the treasures of the empire. But today we can use it and throw. How come? Just imagine that if you are to make this by yourself, if you are to produce just for yourself, tell me how much do you think this will cost? It will cost you minimum millions of euros if you were to produce this pen just for yourself. Because first we have to extract the petroleum for the plastics. We need to extract the petroleums. Extract the petroleums, we need that amount of the machine, huge machine, very expensive machines, and process the petroleum. And then put them into this plastic. We have to make this with plastic. Then the machines to make this a shape. And then the tip is not a plastic. It's a metal. We have to extract the metal ores. And then the machines to make this into shape, this particular shape. And the ink, minimum it will cost you millions of euros. Just imagine. But you have the privilege of using this. And the fan, for example, here the fans. This fan, how much is this fan, tell me? How much is this fan?
29.
Amina?
29.
Okay. Why? From America and the Canada, the rate coming to automatically same. Both of them, 29.
$70.
Huh?
$70.
$70. Okay. $70. Right? Okay. 2,000 years ago, do you think that such fans existed? No. Right? If the kings and queens, they have such a fan, then kings and queens, they're so powerful. They must have something to keep them cool. What would they use? Huh? Yes, they use a guy. They use a human fan. Tell me which is more efficient, human fan or this one? Human fan, you have to feed them. Human then when they're tired, again they will slow down. This will not slow down. You're getting it? This is so efficient. 24 hours it will work, as long as the electricity works. Human fan cannot work for 24 hours, it will slowly slow down. You're getting it? And then you have to feed them. Again you have to give a place to lift them, for them to stay. It's very complicated for the human fans. But you get this. If you are to, again, think of this very seriously. If you are to produce this for yourself, it will cost you again millions of euros, believe it or not. Tell me, why do you get just for $70? Why do you get this pen for just half a euro? Tell me, how come that you get this pen? Which even the kings and the queens, the richest and most powerful people, 2,000 years ago, they did not have the privilege to use this pen. And you have this privilege. Not only privilege, but just for half a euro, you get this privilege. How come they're able to? They have this the opportunity. How come they're so cheap for you? Mass production. What do you mean by mass production? Tell me.
That's what people.
Huh?
That's what people.
No, don't jump with neutral people. What do you mean by mass production?
Million.
There are so many millions of people buying the same object. There are so many millions of people buying the same object. It is because of them that this becomes so cheap. Do you know those millions of people?
No.
Do you know those people? You don't know them. Why that this fan is so cheap? For example, if you are to keep a human fan today, tell me what's the cost per day? Huh? Hey, tell me. If you are to keep somebody to fan you for one day, how much should you pay? Huh? No, tell me, hourly you have to pay.
80 minimum.
Huh?
80 euros per day minimum.
Every 80 euros?
Yeah, for 8 hours.
Huh?
80 euros for 8 hours.
Yes.
But per 8 hours?
Per day.
Per day? Per day or per 8 hours?
For 8 hours.
8 hours. Then 8 into?
You need,
8 into 3.
you need 3 people if you want to.
3 people, you have to give 3 people. Right? And then that multiplied by 30 days is very expensive. And for whole 1 year, it's very expensive. You're getting it? And then they will say that, oh, tomorrow I cannot come. Right? My child is sick. I have to go to the hospital. And then the fan is not there. Right? But this will not complain. It's so easy. Right? And then the privacy, everything is there with this. Whereas the fan, you lose your privacy. Now you have no privacy. You're getting it? Think of this. We see that this is so cheap. This is so cheap. How come that you're getting such a cheap, very good, helpful thing, getting very cheap? Because of the mass production. For everything, your clothes, the food, even for the food, just imagine the food that we're getting. It's all because of, for example, the food that we're getting. In the first place, we need to have the cooks. And then we need somebody to take care of Catherine, to take care of all of us. And then we need Venerable to have the overall charge. And then we need somebody else from the outside to bring the food and the ingredients here. And roads should be there. And cars should be there. And the food in the shop, they came from the factories. Again, the factories involved. Factories come from the farmers. We see that millions of hands are involved. Millions of hands are involved. And each of these humans, the people, again they have to eat something. Again they have to. This is the interconnected, vastness of the interconnectivity. And do you know these people? Without these people involved, we cannot get this food today. We cannot get this fan today. We cannot have the water to take a shower. And we cannot have these clothes. We cannot have this mic. Every small thing which we're enjoying today is all because of the kindness of all these people. Do we know these people? We don't know these people. We don't know these people. And for example, in France, do you have the metro?
Yes.
What do you call it? Metro? Okay, metro. Metro, train. Okay, how expensive is train from here to Paris? Huh?
20.
Huh? Huh? 27. Not 20,000 years. But just imagine, in 20 or 30 euros, you can go to Paris in such a beautiful car, in a beautiful train, right? And how come that? And if you are to have a train for yourself, to manage is going to be very expensive. And just you pay like 30 euros, and everything's taken care of. It's amazing, right? And still we complain it's very expensive. In those days, even the kings and queens, they did not have this opportunity to go in such beautiful trains. They have to go in the what? Chariot, the horse train, right? Which is very inconvenient, not at all convenient as today. So we see that all these things are because of this mass production and involvement of the people and so forth. And in the trains, when do you feel more comfortable? The train, when less number of people or more number of people? Less number of people, more number of people, very complicated, right? Monopoly people, Monopoly people, very complicated. Just imagine if you're by yourself in the train. If you're in the train by yourself, just in huge one compartment, you're by yourself. Wow, I'm so happy. Now the whole train is for myself. Are you happy or not?
Yes.
If you're the only person in the as a passenger, very scary. You have no experience. It's very scary. Any time a robber can break in and kill you and steal everything. Anything can happen, right? Okay. So if you think that yes, better you go in in a big place by yourself, without any help. You go there and see how dangerous that is. Then you will feel the fear. The moment you feel the fear, you feel this fear. You have the experience of this fear. You're in this train with so many people, right? You will feel literally you will feel so grateful to these people. Literally. Okay, it is a good experience once, right? Okay. So, for example, in America, some of friends, they tell very scary stories. From one block to the other block, and then if there's a little dark, in the night if you go, somebody with a gun can come. Very scary. Very scary. So the point is that, let's say, of course, nowadays terrible things are happening everywhere. Otherwise, generally speaking, if you are just by yourself, in a huge train by yourself, it's very scary. The fear that you have, with this fear, you go into this train which is very crowded, literally you feel the joy that I'm safe. Right? Except for some the malpractices or some the dangerous suicide bombers and so forth. Otherwise, when you're in crowd meaning that the individuals, one individual person coming to stab you, the steal and so forth will not happen. Okay, now, whereas when we travel in these trains, we complain about the crowd. It's so crowded. Okay. And then the VIP people, they never complain, right? VIPs, they never complain. They deliberately make crowd. The security guards, all these things that they deliberately make the crowd. Do you agree with me? VIP people, they deliberately need to have crowd. The VIP, the security guards should be there with them. What are these security guards for? For the VIPs? Safety. Okay. Whereas you don't have the security guard, right? When you go into the market with the people around you, you don't need security guard. Why don't you need security guard? As long as the people around there in the market, they are there, you are safe. So these people around you, they serve as your security guard. Do you agree with me or not? Huh? And the difference between your security guard and the VIP security guard is very different. VIP security guard, you have to pay. Your security guard, you don't have to pay. And look, VIP security guard is very complicated. Say at times when the VIP has to go to toilet, they may come into toilet also. And you have to pay them. Then you have to worry about their food. If they don't eat, then they become weak. They cannot serve the purpose. Whereas your security guards are amazing. You don't have to pay. When you want the privacy, they will let you have privacy. Right? They will go. When you reach home, they will go there by themselves. Right? They will not bother you. And in the morning, again they will come. It's amazing. Think very carefully. Why? This is the security that we are getting. Do you know these people? You don't know these people. It's because of them that you are getting the security. It's amazing. You're feeling secure. If you have to pay this much of money to feel this security, the VIP people, how much they pay? If you are to pay this much of money, you don't have that amount of money. But you're getting all these, which means that it's all because of neutral people that you are actually getting the security. It's so precious. Do you know these people? No. And even your mother cannot, serve as the security guard for you. Right? This is something, say, like security, then say even the clothes, the pants, mass production. This even your mother cannot provide you. Do you agree with me or not? This is something which your mother cannot provide, only the neutral beings can provide. So, amount of the benefit that we are getting out of the neutral beings is far, far, far more than what the mother can do to you. For example, let's say, if we are to survive today on our own, if we don't have all these interconnectedness of the neutral beings, the role of the neutral beings today, if you don't have that, this number 7 billion human beings, this number cannot be the number of the human population today. It will be much less. So many deaths must have happened. Why the population simply flat up like this? It's because of the interconnectedness, and the beings have benefited so greatly because of the inventions made by the scientists, and then they benefited these inventions, then many people involved, and then all the longevity happens for the people. Facilities, they all come into being. Okay, you may be wondering that, oh no, the population less is better, right? If the less population is better, maybe the one who's kicked out may be one of you. Alright, it's not that, okay, I will live and others if the population less. That's nice. But who knows that you may be the one who's kicked out. Alright? So therefore, we have to think very sensibly. We see that the kindness of the neutral people. It's a matter of we think about it or we don't think about it. One. Number two, sometimes it is good to experience the difficulties. Okay, some of you may say that, okay, here I've got the food, but I just paid. Right? And this cloth also I paid. And this pen I paid. I told you, even the kings and the queens 1,000 years ago, they did not have the privilege to use. They have the money to pay. They have the whole wealth of the empire, but they did not have the privilege to use this pen. Why not? Why today? In the first place, all this industrial revolution took place. How many people died in this process? And how many people were taken as slaves because of the industrial revolution? Then the industry comes into being. For the industry, laborers are required. For the laborers, then the slave is being used. All these people, they contributed, and we don't know who they were. And many of the machines that we are using today, the legacies of the past slavery, the abuse of the slaves must be still happening, but they must be still left today. The machines, many of the machines must be left today. You must be using the same machine. Okay, so innumerable generations of millions and millions of people's hands are involved just to produce this pen. This pen, if your mother loves you so much, your father loves you so much, if they have to produce this pen just by themselves for you, they cannot. And yet we are using it because of the mass production, because of all these neutral people. Okay, so with this we see that just think into the details. Electricity was first invented by Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison. He invented and now it comes. No, he invented and there are thousands and thousands of hands involved to make the wires, the bulbs. It's not just one person invented and automatically it multiplied. No, one person invented the idea and then to put it into implementation, then thousands and thousands of hands, in fact millions of hands were involved. to make it actually viable, actually accessible to all of us. Again, we see that's because of the electricity actually revolutionized a lot, revolutionized the whole civilization. And there, how many hands involved? Do you know these people? You don't know them. So we are heavily dependent on all these small details, and these details your parents cannot provide us. It's only the involvement of the neutral beings, millions and trillions of the billions of neutral beings, generation after generation, that we are able to reap this benefit. So if you seriously think about this benefit, then automatically your mind will feel close to them. And sometimes we say that, okay, I paid it. Right? Okay, tell me, how many of you in your life, you are trapped in a situation where you had the money, but the money did not work. It is only the kindness of somebody that saved your life or that rescued you. Anybody? Okay, Mark, Thomas, would you mind sharing your story? The point is, what I'm saying is that did you come across a situation where you have your money in the bank? You have enough money in the bank. When you are in this tragic situation, your money did not work. Only the kindness of somebody worked to rescue you. Mark, would you like to share a story?
Yeah.
Yes.
9/11.
9/11, what happened?
Modi was on television in India. He said, all money is worthless now. So whatever you do, you cannot get any money. And then I had to travel to Nepal, and there take the money from ATM. Like 3 months until there was money again in the ATM in Delhi.
Okay, so you survived, although you have the money in the bank, but it didn't work. You survived only because of the friends, because of the kindness of the friends that Mark survived. Otherwise, he did have the money, but the money is just freezed. It's not working. Okay, Zoksala, you like to share a story?
Yes, I had motorbike accident in Thailand.
Okay, Zoksala had a motorbike accident in Thailand.
Then I was unconscious.
Oh, so he was unconscious?
Then friends came, then they called the ambulance and they paid for all of this.
Okay, so Zoksala did have his parents' money all there, but when he was conscious, the money was not working. Right? Only the parents came and took him to hospital, and then friends came, then took him to hospital, and then paid the bills. Somehow they managed. Look, these are the incidents. You think about these situations, you realize that even though you have the money, and many people on the Himalayas, trekking to Himalayas, they disappear, and the banks are there, money is there. When in such a situation, there's a situation where the other people are not involved, money cannot help you. So therefore, it's, when we say that, I paid it, it's too simple answer. It's too simple answer. For example, let's say, for this program here, so the Venerable Elizabeth and Catherine, they were doing this all out of their devotion to Dharma. And then the Venerable Kunchenlam, again, is all pure sheer out of love for Dharma. And then the Christoph Lam helping us is sheer out of appreciation for the practice of Bodhicitta and so forth. So we see that it is because of these kindness that there's a beautiful environment. And then we reap the benefit. And for me, to meet with all of you, coming all the way from India and coming here and to meet with all of you, it's all because of they created this situation. And I personally, for me, partly because of the love of the practice of Bodhicitta. It's not that I am really a benefactor the practice of Bodhicitta, but deep inside I love the practice of Bodhicitta. And then with this spirit, so to meet with people, particularly to meet with people and to inspire them into this direction, the way I'm being helped and benefited by my teachers, it's great joy for me. So I get this opportunity again because of all these people initially connected by Venerable Kunchenla, to the Kunchenla, then to Venerable Elizabeth, and then now here coming to Kalachakra Center here, we have Catherine working here, and then the last year, the Christopher here. So we see that this is, for me, I benefited a lot out of this. So we are all here is all because of their contribution. And likewise, then how that they are able to sustain, connected again their own teachers. Their own teachers, they inspired them. Oh, you have to go for the Dharma Center, they'll be good, start the center. And the Venerable Elizabeth being, his teacher, the Lama Yeshe, oh, your job, your Dharma is to start the Vajrayogini Center, and then the Kalachakra Center, like this, and then so fully dedicated to the teachers, then started, and then so many people have benefited. Okay, and then how come that these teachers, they were able to inspire them like this? Again, their own teachers. Like this, we are connected with generations and generations of the contribution that we are reaping the benefit. Okay, so if we think like this, we see that every single detail of the benefit that we get is not possible without the involvement of millions of neutral beings. Okay, so for example, let's say in some cases we hear very sad stories of the parents and the children, the dying together, dying group because of the famine and so forth. The parents love their children so much. But the parents, they are so incompetent, they cannot do anything, they die themselves along with the children. But whereas we survive, we thrive. And how come that we are thriving? Because of all these facilities. How come all these facilities? Because of millions of neutral beings hands involved. So, if you think very carefully, in these lines, the more we think about this, automatically your feeling of gratitude towards neutral beings increase. And on the road, when you go by, okay, which do you think will be happier? When you go on the road and you know that you are aware that there are many people passing by the road. Okay, to feel happy about these people or to not feel happy about these people, which is better? To feel happy means your immune system grows. Your immune system is boosted. It's so good for your health. Right? To feel happy about it is better. So how do you feel happy? It's because of them that I feel so assured that the robbers cannot come and kill me or rope me like this. Because of these people. Thank you so much. Even to neutral people. Okay, don't go to say that thank you so much. They may think that you're crazy. But mentally, just feel gratitude. I'm so thankful to you. It's because of you. People coming here, even if somebody, robber is there waiting there to rob me. But because of you, they cannot come to me. I'm so grateful too. In the night, generally speaking, in some places, it's not at all safe. In some places, it's safe. Why safe? Why safe? Because of law. Who created the law? And the law, and the people who abide the law, and so much of money is being spent by the government to make sure that the safety is happening. When the safety is not happening, then say where the people passes by, where the people they pass, you feel safe. When the people don't pass, then you should be really careful. So what made you feel secure when the people pass by? Because of these people. So we should be feeling so grateful for all these people. If the neighborhood is very safe, what made the neighborhood safe? Generally speaking, all the neighborhood people, they are very decent. Number one. Again, these people, decent people. And how come that the non-decent people, they cannot suddenly come on the night because of law? Again, the law. And so much of money spent to make sure that the law and order is maintained in this neighborhood. So we see that, are you paying for that? Of course you are paying some amount of tax, but that tax is so less as compared to the benefit that we're getting. Okay, if you think like this, we see that we are getting so much of benefit out of the neutral beings. The more we think, finally it's up to you, up to us. Whether think about it, not think about it. If you think about it, we feel grateful to them. Gratitude arises, sense of gratitude arises. The moment the sense of gratitude arises, you feel close to them. You feel close to them, then your mind feels the ease. The barrier stops. The barrier stops. And somebody comes, okay, somebody with a very genuine situation comes, okay, can I ask you something? You're a little cautious. So this thing will not come. Of course, we will learn how to be skillful. Your mind will be very relaxed. Okay, I'm in a position to help somebody. Okay, but in what way can I help you? Right? So there, you feel so much at ease. In other words, the ease grows in your mind. And then the direct benefit is that your immune system boosts. This is the direct benefit. Okay, so this is about the neutral beings. Then what is next? Difficult people. So in other words, we are heavily dependent on the immediate needs. All these immediate needs like clothing, the pens, the books, the house, and then the transportation, the cars, the trains, the aeroplanes. Everything is possible all because of the innumerable neutral beings' contribution. This is one. This is what your parents cannot provide. Right? And we are reaping this tremendous benefit out of that. One. Now the same, which means that the immediate benefit, there are two kinds. Immediate benefit, very small scale, and the large scale. Which is more important? Small scale immediate benefit, large scale immediate benefit. Large scale. Your parents, they provide you with the small scale immediate benefits. Your parents, your friends, right? Okay, your father, your husband, your wife. What the benefit they give you is the very small scale benefits. Whereas the large scale benefits, immediate benefits, your parents and the near and dear ones cannot provide. It's only provided to us by the neutral beings. If you don't think about it, as an individual, if you think about it, your joy will increase. Your sense of gratitude towards neutral beings will come. When that happens, okay, any neutral people you meet with them, you meet with any neutral people, a genuine feeling of joy will come in you. Feeling of closeness will come to you. And that feeling will be lasting for a long time. Because you are bound to meet with neutral people so often times. Every day, almost every day you want to meet with neutral people. The joy is coming. You are so abundant. There's a great abundance of joy within you. And this joy boosts your immune system, number one. Boosts your immune system. And your basic spiritual mind is so happy. Some people, okay, when the basic spiritual mind is happy, you going to depression is so less. The chance for you to go into depression is so less. So much benefit is there. This is amazing. It has nothing to do with religion. It is purely psychology. It's amazing. Okay. Then the next one is, now not only that we need the immediate benefit, we also need the long-term benefit. What's the long-term benefit? The Buddhahood. Which means that we need infinite happiness. And the infinite happiness, until we get this infinite happiness, all the happiness that we get, they're all very temporary. Right? Again, you have to worry about the next. And infinite happiness, the long-term benefit, this infinite happiness is when the self-centered attitude is made zero. As long as the self-centered attitude is there, this will continue to block you from infinite happiness. You getting it? As long as the self-centered attitude is there, Buddha nature will never come out. For the infinite happiness, your Buddha nature should come out fully. Your Buddha nature is there, but it's not coming out fully. Why it is not coming out fully? Because that is obstructed by the self-centered attitude. If you want infinite happiness, then Buddha nature must come out fully. For that matter, how How can we make this Buddha energy come out fully? By removing the self-centered attitude completely. Okay, now self-centered attitude. It can manifest in all different forms. With this, for example, say somebody says something bad and you feel a little unhappy or angry, agitated. The moment agitation arises, self-centered attitude is already active. Any degree of unhappiness within you, self-centered attitude is active. Right? So this is the legacy of the self-centered attitude. As long as self-centered attitude is there, your true nature of your mind never comes out. So how to make it come out now? Come out now? Remove the self-centered attitude. And self-centered attitude, it has so many layers of self-centered attitude are there. So many layers of self-centered attitude are there. Very gross to the very subtle. Okay. Say, and let's say the self-centered attitude, when it's very gross, is so visible. So visible. For example, even the mother who you love so much, right? You can easily show anger towards your mother. This is a very gross self-centered attitude. And whether it, of course, it harms your mother, but the person who's immediately harmed is yourself. Okay. Now there are subtler versions of self-centered attitude. If you identify the drawbacks, the viciousness of self-centered attitude, then we will say the gross versions. The more we think about this, gross version of the self-centered attitude will be undermined automatically disappear. But the subtle ones so difficult to get rid of them. Forget about getting rid of them. Even to identify the subtle versions of self-centered attitude is very difficult. Okay. How many go for annual medical checkup? Annual medical checkup? Friend, you don't go? Oh, because you're too young. Okay. Okay, others, why do you go for annual medical checkup? Huh?
Laziness.
Oh, you don't go because of laziness. Oh, you go because of laziness.
I don't go.
Okay. No, my question is to those people who go there. Why do you go there? Michael?
As I get older, more things are going to go wrong, so I want to get them before they get really bad.
Okay. So those people who do not go, it doesn't matter. Just imagine about those people who are going there, right? Who are going there, like what Mike said. When you go there, do you go to the doctor saying that annual medical checkup? I'm not talking about when you have a problem, then you go there. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you have the accident, then you are taken to the hospital. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you voluntarily. You have no evident problem. You have no manifest or evident problem, and still you go there as the annual medical checkup. So there, why do you go there?
To make sure you are fine.
Or to make sure that you are fine. Okay, which means that you are not sure. Before you go to the doctor, you are not sure, right? Before you go to the doctor, you are not sure. So because you don't know whether you have the problem, and the doctors can know. So you go there to the doctor. Go to the doctor and please check if I have any problem. Is this how we go? Amina? Yes, and then you pay. Oh, it's free. In Canada, it's free. Do you pay tax? Okay, so this cut from the tax. You're paying, right? Okay, this is actually part of the tax. Okay, in a way, you are paying. In America, you pay.
Yeah, we pay.
We have to pay directly, indirectly. We have to pay, right? And the doctors, they are doing for free, or they are getting something payment? Huh? No. The doctors, are they getting something?
No.
They are not getting anything.
Yes.
They are bodhisattvas. The Canada doctors, they are bodhisattvas.
Like because they're paying tax.
The doctors, they are getting money out of what they are doing, for what they are doing.
Yes.
Okay, they are being paid.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, okay. So doctors are paid, right? Okay, doctor, please check what if there's something wrong with me, and I'll pay you, right? Please take this money. Okay, whether you say this or the government, the insurance companies, they give it, somebody's paying the doctors. For what? To see if you have a problem. You're getting it? Okay. And the doctor says, oh, you have no problem. Then you're very happy. And if there's a little problem, then you have to fix it. Oh, I'm happy that I'm able, the doctor diagnosed that problem so that I can fix it before it goes too wrong. Okay. So now look, we come to Bodhicitta retreat in Kalachakra Center, right? And then you say, wow, it's a beautiful retreat, amazing, intense, very intense retreat, very beautiful, very profound. And you go back your home, your mother tells, how was the retreat, my daughter, my son? It's so beautiful, amazing, right? Okay. Then your neighbor knocks at the door, right? Who threw the garbage next to my door? Right? Who threw the garbage next to the door? And then Sophie comes out. Right? Sophie said, it's so intense meditation, very good meditation, amazing bodhicitta, unconditional love. Then she comes out. And then neighbor said, who threw the garbage next to the door, my door? So, we did not do it. Yes, you did it. Who did it otherwise? Right? And Sophie said that, how dare you say this? How dare you say this? And Sophie, where's the bodhicitta? What happened to your bodhicitta? Right? Okay, so your mother, when you, and Sophie comes, no, Sophie. Yeah, and Sophie also. Okay. So goes in, Sophie, how's the retreat? Oh, very intense, very profound, very good, amazing, bodhicitta, unconditional love, right? And the mother, very good, a cup of juice. And Sophie usually doesn't say, Mom, I'll serve you. She doesn't say this. Then coming back, then she says, Mom, you said, I'll bring the juice. Mother's surprised. Wow, it's amazing. Sophie has changed a lot. Now she's serving me tea, serving me coffee, and Sophie has changed a lot. Now she says, she's going to serve me tea. Wow, it's amazing. This retreat must be very special. And the neighbor walks in. Who threw the garbage next to my door? Right? Okay. So the Sophie's mother could not identify her very subtle self-centered attitude inside. Right? And then wow, you have changed a lot. Now you have become so kind to me. Right? Mother is so amazed. And the neighbor comes in. Who threw the garbage next to my door? And your mother said, how come? And at first Sophie said, oh, Mom, please calm down. No, I will do it. And how dare you do it? You were missing the last 10 days. And you must have told your mother to throw the garbage. How dare you say this to me, right? Okay, now look. Your neighbor is in a way. Your neighbor is telling you that, no, where is your 10-day Bodhicitta retreat? You have the illness there. Still you have the self-centered attitude, which your mother could not identify. Your neighbor is able to identify that. You're getting it? When the doctor identified that illness in you, you have to pay the doctor. Right? And that the neighbor is helping you to identify your self-centered attitude. Only if you identify the self-centered attitude, then you can work on to get rid of this. Without identifying this, you can never get rid of this. To identify that is so precious. You're getting it? And which is more difficult, to identify the physical illness or the self-centered attitude? The subtle one, subtle self-centered attitude and the illness. Which is more difficult? Identify self-centered. Even your mother cannot identify this. Even the doctor cannot identify this. Doctor will say, wow, your family doctor comes. Wow, your daughter has changed a lot. She has become so kind to you now. Right? Daughter can identify physical ailments, but not your self-centered attitude. And for the physical ailment, which is easier, even that you have to pay. Right? So what I'm saying here is that who helps you to identify the self-centered attitude? Only the difficult people. Only the difficult people. Only then you can expect to get rid of the self-centered attitude. Only then you can expect the Buddha nature to come out fully. Only then you can expect that you achieve the lasting happiness. Who's giving you the lasting happiness? Your enemies. Okay, imagine you are. Let's say, imagine you are. Okay, how many you know Muhammad Ali? How many you Muhammad Ali? Who's Muhammad Ali? Not just a boxer. He's the legendary boxer. Don't say boxer. There are hundreds of boxers. There are thousands of boxers. Say a legendary boxer. Okay, say it. Who is Muhammad Ali? A legendary boxer. How come that he became a legendary boxer? Think about it very seriously. Imagine if his mother is his coach, he can never become the legendary boxer, guaranteed. Yes, no? If his mother is the coach, the mother will never hit him hard. Mother will hit him like this small. He will never learn how to defend the hard punches. The coach, when hits him hard, then he feels the pain, then he will learn how to stop the punches. Because of which he become a legendary boxer. If you're a boxer, you want to become a mediocre boxer or a legendary boxer? Tell me. If you're a boxer, tell me. Hey, if you're a boxer, you want to become a legendary boxer or a mediocre boxer? Legendary boxer. If you want a legendary boxer, you want the tough coach. So therefore, you want an immediate benefit or you want a long-term benefit? Long-term benefit. If you want a long-term benefit, you need somebody to identify the self-centered attitude. Who can do that? Only the difficult people. Only the difficult people. Your parents cannot identify the self-centered attitude within you. The subtle one, they can never identify you. Particularly when you reach the Gade level. Generally, people will respect you as a Buddha. Oh, she's a Buddha now. She went to Sri Kalachakra Center, and now she become such a Bodhisattva, right? Amazing. She never becomes angry. You go there, she glows with such a smile, compassion. They don't know the subtle self-centered attitude. Who will identify subtle self-centered attitude? Only difficult people. What Buddha? Look at this, right? She is the one who actually instructed her mother to throw the garbage next to my door. Then you will see whether you're a Buddha or not. You will see that. Right? You will say, okay. So what happened? My teacher, amazing. He spent almost the whole life in solitary retreat. One of my teachers. So the facilities was so meager in those days, in 1970s. Facilities so meager. He must be in his 20s. And for the water, for the daily water, he had to come down from the hill, from the hut, from the hermitage to the base of the hill to get the water from the common tap. Then for the water, he had the jerrycan. How many of you know jerrycan? What is jerrycan? Anybody who can explain?
We have some in the kitchen.
Say it again.
We have some in the kitchen to take the water. Yes, but
Yes.
the old times they were in iron and was a lot.
It's made of metal? A jerrycan is made of metal?
Here it's in plastic.
Huh?
Here it's in plastic.
Here, there? With the metal ones? Plastic or metal? Okay, those days were the metal, what Martin said, right? Okay, metal, and it's like the 20 liters capacity. So he had to carry it from the top to down, and the hill was very steep. And luckily he was very young. He must be in his 20s. Okay, then down there he would get water. Then the plumber, the one who takes care of this, the water line, pipeline, the plumber, he was very complicated person, very nasty person. he was just, if he did not see the plumber, if the plumber did not see him, he was lucky. The moment the plumber sees him, he would just attack the poor retreatant. My teacher, when he was very young, for no reason would say that you broke the pipeline, you broke the tap. And the poor retreatant, no, I did not do it. No, you did it. If you did not do, who did it? They would say, no, I did not do it. Then, yes, you do that. And both of them are very young. Then slowly, then the self-centered energy inside, in the mountain, meditating, self-centered energy goes down. And then you did it. Then gradually self-centered energy comes out. And then slowly said, yes, how dare you speak like this? What proof do you have? What? Start to speak very strongly. Okay, then two of them finished. Then he filled this jerrycan one and then carried the water up, very steep up, and put it down and go into his retreat house, a very small hut. I said, question, okay, what did you do? And he was asking, talking to himself. What did you do now? Okay, I went to get water. Okay, then what else? Then I met the plumber. Then what exchange? Then he started abusing me. So what did you do? Oh, then I said, very nicely I said, okay, no, I did not do it. And he said, very strong. Then what do you do? Then I started to shout at him also. Is he a retreatant? He's not. Is he a hermit? He's not. Are you hermit? Yes. What hermit? To meditate on what? To meditate compassion. Is this your compassion? Is this your... Oh no, sorry. Oh no. You're supposed to be retreatant. You're supposed to be the hermit. May I become Buddha for the benefit of all sentient beings. And what become Buddha for? Even one person, you cannot have compassion. Oh yes, tomorrow I'll not do it. Tomorrow, let him kill me. Let him beat me. Let him kill me. I will not say anything against him. Okay, good. Then tomorrow again, jerrycan down. Again he comes. Again, look, you broke it. Okay, today I will not say anything against him. Today, no. No, I did not break it. Then he starts abusing more. And then he, okay, no point in saying anything. Okay, shut up. Don't say anything. You are a dumb fool. You don't even speak. Dumb fool, right? Very harsh. And then said, how dare you say that you're a dumb fool? Again goes up, put it down, sat down. Hey, how was your day? What did you do? Oh, again I met this person. What did you do? I remained silent. No. What did he say? He said, dumb fool. Then what do you say? Then I said, you dumb fool. Oh, yesterday you said that, let him beat me, let him kill me. I will not respond, I will not react. Did he kill you? Did he beat you? No, he did not even beat you. Forget about killing you, he did not even beat you. Still you reacted. Yes. How come that you are so weak? He is not claiming himself to be a retreatant. He is not claiming to be a Dharma practitioner. And you are supposed to be a Dharma practitioner. You have the label, I'm a retreatant. What retreatant are you doing? What kind of retreatant are you? Yes, sorry, tomorrow I will not. Again tomorrow. Again the plumber comes. Again said that you broke it. Yes. Now today I will take you to the office. Right? No, I did not do it. Okay. Let him do anything. Fine. Right? Again, slowly, you dumb fool. Right? Again, okay, don't say anything. Okay, let me beat me, it's fine. Let me kill me, it's fine. Okay, what are you doing there in the mountain? You just useless people. Right? You are not good at anything. Those people who are not good at anything, they go into the mountains. How dare that you denigrate all the hermits there. You are showing so much negative karma. What negative karma? Right? And then just shut up. Finish. Then you go up. What do you just say? Believe it or not, it took him 6 years. It took him 6 years meeting with this person. And then in the 6th year, No matter how much this person was abusing him, his mind was totally calm and peaceful. No agitation, no irritation coming. Okay, this was what he felt. Then Jerrican up, put it down. He said, okay, what did you do? Okay, as usual, he was so abusive. What is your reaction? I never reacted. Oh, sure. Yes, I never reacted. But what is your emotional state? Even if you don't react, but what was your emotional state? Were you angry? No, not at all angry. I'm so peaceful, calm. He did not have any effect on my emotional world. I was so calm and peaceful. Did you feel compassionate? No. No, you came here to practice compassion. Not just calm, to practice compassion. That's true. So it took another 1 year. After quelling the anger, it took him another 1 year. Total 7 years to practice the compassion. Then, in the 7th year, this is all what my teacher revealed to me in private. On the 7th year, the more he abused him, inside him he could see the abuser, the plumber, like a small child. He feels so compassionate towards him. How unnecessarily the person is creating so much of negative karma, and the consequences, feeling so compassionate. May you not have this anger, may you not have this negative karma accumulated. This was what was going in his mind in this 7th year. So it took him 7 years to succeed in his practice. So it's a matter of practice. For us, if you practice, we'll surely succeed in this meditation. Okay. So this is about, how the long-term benefit, the total freedom from suffering and total sense of the infinite happiness will come to us only by the kindness of the difficult people. Okay, now in this meditation, is it for us to reflect on the difficult people? How? Because difficult people creating agitation in us, then I can identify the self-centered attitude. The more I identify this, I feel so angry towards the self-centered attitude. It is still there. It's still there. I thought that when I sit with my mother, when I sit with my friends, people, they come to take advice from me. People, when they become agitated, they come to take advice from me. I tell them, don't be angry, don't give into self-centered attitude. But it's still there within me. This self-centered attitude, I did not identify this. The difficult person helps me to identify this. He's so kind. The more you feel angry towards self-centered attitude, the more you feel grateful towards your difficult people. And for that matter, you have to see how the self-centered attitude is one which creates all the uneasiness, which creates all the fear in the mind, which creates all the agitation, anger and so forth within our mind. And our immune system goes down. And oftentimes, very short-tempered, angry people, they don't live long. Very short-tempered, angry people, they don't live long. Because the immune system goes down very easily. Anger consumes the immune system. Immune system gone, people can easily be, inflicted by diseases. Easily. And then the cure is very difficult. Healing is very difficult. So usually this is a problem. So what made the person not have longevity? It's because of self-centered attitude. So therefore, they say this is how we have to, the more we think about, and all these things are connected. Step 1 through to step 7, they're all connected to each other. Okay, we have like another 28 minutes for the tea break. 35 minutes. Okay. Deatha Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgati Bodhisvatyata Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgati Bodhisvatyata Om Gati Gati Samgati Bodhiswatyata Om Gati Gati Paragati Parasamgati Bodhiswatyata